enhance productivity, improve processes, and elevate employee involvement in quality initiatives. QCFI represents India in the 14 Nations International Committee that has been set up for organizing international conventions on quality concept annually. This is the 24th year since Visakhapatnam chapter of QCFI instituted, and the chapter has been playing a pivotal role in propagating the concepts of quality. It brings together industry professionals, quality practitioners, and leaders in and around Vizag to exchange insights and best practices on quality management and improvement methodologies. Moving forward, let us welcome the dignitaries onto the dais to grace the occasion. I welcome our guest of honor, Shri B. Prahlad Reddy Garu, Executive Vice President, Operations and Plant Head, ATC Tyres AP Private Limited, Yokohama, Off-Highway Tyres, Visakhapatnam, and Shri Katta Ravi Chandar Garu, Director Quality Operations, Pfizer Visakhapatnam, to occupy the dais and grace the occasion. I welcome our honorable guest speaker for convention, Shri Imtiaz Arshad Garu, CGM Skill Development, HPCL CEO and Secretary, Skill Development Institute, Visakhapatnam, to occupy the dais and grace the occasion. He'll join us shortly. Now I'll welcome our Chairman QCFI Visakhapatnam Chapter, Shri G. Gandhi Sir, Treasurer Shri M.S. Srinivas Sir, and Honorary Secretary QCFI Visakhapatnam Chapter, Shri M.E.C.V. Sagar Sir, to occupy the dais and grace the occasion. I now request our chapter members to felicitate the dignitaries with a rosebud and a book. Thank you. The lighting of the lamp signifies the spread of knowledge, positivity, and hope. It is a symbol of enlightenment, guidance, and burning desire to achieve the highest standards in our field. To mark the inauguration of this 24th chapter convention on quality concepts, CCQC 2024, I request our chief guest and other dignitaries on the dais to proceed for lighting up of the lamp. Thank you, sir. I now request Mrs. Shanti and her team for the prayer to invoke the blessings of the Almighty. I request all the delegates to stand up for the prayer.
అందరికీ నమస్కారం అండి. భో శంభో శివ శంభో స్వయంభో భో శంభో శివ శంభో స్వయంభో భో శంభో శివ శంభో స్వయంభో भो शम्भो शिव शम्भो स्वयम्भो 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 गंगाधरा शंकरा करुणाकरा मामव भवसागर तारका गंगाधरा शंकरा करुणाकरा मामव भवसागर तारका भो शम्भो शिव शम्भो स्वयम्भो निर्गुण परब्रह्म स्वरूपा गम गम भूत प्रभञ्जरहिता निजपुर निहित निदानन्दनन्दा निजपुर निहित निदानन्दनन्दा आनन्द अतिशय अक्षयलिङ्गा आनन्द अतिशय अक्षयलिङ्गा भो शम्भो शिव शम्भो स्वयम्भो धिमित धिमित धिमि धिमि किटति कतोम तोम तोम धिमि किट तरि किट किट तोम धिमित धिमित धिमि धिमि किटति कतोम तोम तोम धिमि किट तरि किट किट तोम मतंग मुनिवर वंदित ईशा सर्वदिगंबर वेष्टित वेशा मतंग मुनिवर वंदित ईशा सर्वदिगंबर वेष्टित वेश नित्य निरंजन नत्य नटेश ईशा सबेशा सर्वेशा भो शम्भो शिव शम्भो स्वयम्भो शिव शम्भो स्वयम्भो शिव शम्भो स्वयम्भो शिव शम्भो स्वयम्भो थैंक यू
Thank you, ma'am. I now request our honored guest, Shri B. Prahlad Reddy Garu, to offer a small memento to Mrs. Shanti ma'am. Thank you, sir. I welcome our honorable guest speaker for convention, Shri Imtiaz Arshad Garu, CGM Skill Development, HPCL CEO and Secretary, Skill Development Institute, Visakhapatnam, to occupy the dais and grace the occasion. I request our chapter members to felicitate Sir with a rosebud and a book. Thank you. Swachhata Hi Seva, a nationwide campaign, is being observed across the nation from 17 September to 2nd October 2024. QCFI Visakhapatnam chapter is also committed to Swachh Bharat mission. To rededicate our commitment, let us do our Swachhata pledge today. I request Shri AKK Sharma sir to perform the pledge.
Thank you. I request all of us to stand and extend your right arm. Swachhata pledge. I solemnly pledge that I will always keep clean all the surroundings wherever I go, and I always strive to bring the dreams of Mahatma Gandhi become true in making a clean India. I and my family shall always dispose waste by using dustbins at earmarked places, and I shall not dump any waste at any public place. I solemnly pledge that I shall propagate the Swachh Bharat mission to one and all. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Now I request our chairman, QCFI Visakhapatnam chapter, Shri G. Gandhi sir, to kindly present the welcome address.
Thank you, Silpi. Good morning to you all. Today's chief guest, CMD RINL, is supposed to attend today, but he had to rush to Delhi on an urgent meeting today morning. But he has conveyed his best wishes to this convention for a grand success of this event. Very good morning to you all. Today's distinguished guest of honor, Sri B. Prahlad Reddy Garu, Executive Director, Vice President, ATC Tires, AP Private Limited. Sri Katta Ravichandar, Director Quality Operations, Pfizer. Vice Chairman QCFI Visakhapatnam Chapter and General Manager HR QA, Naval Dockyard Visakhapatnam, Commodore Sanjay Kumar. He is likely to join shortly. And my colleague, Mr. MECV Sagar, Honorary Secretary, and Honorary Treasurer Sri M. Srinivas Garu, our beloved advisors of QCFI Visakhapatnam Chapter, Sri T.S.R. Murthy Garu, Sri J.R. Murthy Garu, Sri Kanakai Garu, and Narayan Garu, and other members of the Governing Council of Visakhapatnam Chapter. And today's distinguished speaker, Sri Imtiaz Arshad, CGM Skill Development, HPCL, CEO and Secretary, Skill Development Institute, Visakhapatnam, and all the judges and all the participating QC teams, delegates who have come from various organizations, and members, press, ladies and gentlemen. A very good morning to you all, and hearty welcome to the 24th Chapter Convention of Visakhapatnam being held at Ukkunagaram premises of Visakhapatnam Steel Plant. It is proud a moment for us to host the 24th Chapter Convention. This chapter was established with the initiative of our former Secretary, Sri D.V. Ram Sharma Garu, in the year 2000. I must remember his commitment, and he was successful in bringing the Visakhapatnam Steel Plant, Naval Dockyard, NTPC, and other organizations, and successfully convinced the Governing Council of National Convention and formed this chapter in year 2000. Since then, the chapter has been continuously serving the organization in and around Visakhapatnam and promoting quality concepts. Initially started with quality circles. Later on, it has spread on 5S, Kaizen, TPM, SGA. So many activities are being taken up by this Quality Circle Forum of India Visakhapatnam chapter and propagating these concepts in and around the Visakhapatnam chapter. It is also a proud moment for me, and I am glad to say that I have been associated with this chapter since beginning, that is from the first chapter convention, the year 2020 to year 2000. The chapter has started the journey in a humble way with a limited number of organizations as a membership and limited number of teams participating in the conventions. Now it has grown to the participation level of around 35 to 50 organizations are members, and huge membership is there. And today's convention is experiencing a participation of around 130 teams from 35 organizations in and around entire Visakhapatnam and from the other parts of the country. And kudos to these efforts of this entire collective for the people who have contributed to this chapter for the last 20 years. Our gurus and our elder leadership led this chapter to this level of this success. The strong backbone to this chapter is our quality gurus who have not only propagated the concept of quality, but also leave it to it. We are receiving constant guidance from our quality gurus, Sri T.S. Murthy Garu, who is online and watching this entire convention at his house through this YouTube podcast. And Sri G.R. Murthy Garu, Sri Kanake Garu, V. Narayan Garu, and M.S. Srinivas Garu, and Jagannath Rao Garu, and Murthy Garu from various organizations, various institutions, in spite of their difficulties, in spite of their health and other issues also, in spite of their age, they are all continuously supporting this chapter since beginning and continuously extending their support, guidance, and demonstrated that the age is not a limitation. They are inspiring by their commitment, sir, and the task of commitment of the quality, maturing the guidance to our next generations. Sri T.S. Murthy Garu must be watching this inaugural session in the live cast. We thank you, sir, for your constant guidance and inspiration. Today, I am pleased to note that more than 660 delegates are participating in this convention from 35 organizations, and they are going to present 129 improvement case studies 2 days in parallel, six or seven parallel sessions in this convention. Though it is called as a chapter convention, it is indeed a mini national convention because the teams have attended not only from the Visakhapatnam but also other parts of the country like Korba, Machilipatnam, Chirala, Anaparthi, and Mumbai, and also some teams are participating from Port Blair also, and presenting their case studies. In addition to these case studies, this chapter convention is a mix of all events are there, all kinds of QC, LQC, SGA, TPM, POCA, you name a quality concept, all the different teams of participating in this convention. And we are also conducting different competitions, essay, poster, slogan, particularly Visakhapatnam chapters key activity is crossword puzzle, quiz, and all these competitions are being conducted. Just like whatever the activities are being conducted in the national convention, we are conducting in all these things, and it will become a rehearsal or preparatory activity for the teams which are participating in the national convention after this chapter convention. A special mention is made to that 18 delegates who have come all the way from NSRY Port Blair and are presenting 3 case studies. QCFI Visakhapatnam chapter has been focusing on creating a learning platform to the during this convention so that they leave the place, they perform better not only as an individual but as a team. All the quality gurus say if you build people, they build the nation. Thus the theme of this convention aptly chosen, investing in people, building a better future. QCFI Visakhapatnam chapter, while focusing self and mutual development, we strongly believe that it is people we need to be developed, on whom the organizations need to be invest for a better future. This chapter convention would certainly serve a learning platform for all the delegates in this participating in this convention. I once again thank all the participating organizations for nominating such a huge numbers to this convention being held at Visakhapatnam. My best wishes to all the teams who have come from different parts of the country and the participating teams. You all will have a wonderful opportunity here to learn from each other. I am sure you will bring laurels to your respective organizations by your active participation in various events of CCQC 2024. On behalf of QCFI Visakhapatnam chapter, I once again welcome you all for this CCQC 2024. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for welcoming the August gathering for the CCQC 2024. Now I request our Honorary Secretary, QCFI Visakhapatnam Chapter, Shri M.E.C.V. Sagar sir, to brief the details of this 2-day convention.
Respected today's guest of honor, Sri Prahlad Reddy Garu, Executive Vice President, Operation and Plant Head, ATC Tires, AP Private Limited, Yokohama Tires, and Sri Katta Ravichandra Garu, Director of Quality Operations, Pfizer in Visakhapatnam, and our beloved chairman and one of the founder members of QCFI Vizag chapter, Sri Gandhi Garu, he is just like my brother who always behinds me to support whatever we conduct. So thank you, sir. I remember all these things throughout my life. Then we have our speaker, Sri Imtiaz Garu. When I requested, he immediately obliged for that. Thank you, sir. We are having a vast experience in the field of human resources, and he is the man who is doing the skill development and giving to fulfill the Modi's our government dream of Atmanirbhar Bharat. And I thank my pillar of strength, Sri Srinivas Garu, who is always supports me, guides me in conducting all the QCFI activities. And I also grateful to for the presence of Sri G.R. Murthy Garu, Sri M.S. Nanaya Garu, and Sri Kanakai Garu, the mentors of QCFA, as well as the mentors of me for nurturing to this stage. And I also see the presence of our dynamic CGM works in charge, Sri Sridhar Garu, and Banu Madam, and other dignitaries, and the other dignitaries from Gangavaram Port, NTPC, HSL, and our GC members, and the delegates who are present here. A warm welcome to all of you, sir. QCFI Vizag chapter is, as I told our chairman, it is formed in the year 2000. Now it has grown day by day. Now it is having more than nearly 50 institutional members. And our main aim is to develop the employee involvement, and so that the organization will benefit in the process of development. So employee involvement is the key for the QCFI. So, for the coming to our convention theme is investing in people for the better future. And for this, our guest speaker is Imtiaz Arshad. After completing this inaugural function, he will deliver the keynote address on this subject. After that, we have Quality Circle Forum of India's Vizag chapter competitions. That is, for all 130 teams, we are conducting this competition in 7 parallel halls, and our eminent judges will evaluate the case studies. Thank you, judges, for even for sparing your valuable time. And this time, the teams from various organizations from public and private sector are participating, not only from Visakhapatnam or Andhra Pradesh, they are from all over India. First of all, I thank all the organizations who are supporting us in one way or other way for conducting this convention in a grand manner. From steel sector, we are having RINL, Visakhapatnam Steel Plant, ArcelorMittal, and Tata Steel. The Tata Steel teams came from the Jamshedpur, and power sector we are having NTPC Simhadri, as well as NTPC Pahalgam. And we have our aluminum sector, we have Balco and Nalco. Balco is Vedanta Group, Nalco is a public sector. And defense sector, we are here having Naval Dockyard, Hindustan Shipyard Limited, Bharat Electronics Limited. In infrastructure, we are having L&T, FMCG sector, ITC Limited. Fertilizer, we are having Coromandel International Limited and Rashtriya Chemical Fertilizers from Mumbai. For cement sector, for the last 2 years, the cement sector is actively involved in quality circles and quality-related concepts activities. Thanks for their management. The teams from Sagar Cements, Chettinadu Cements, My Home Group, and Ramco Cements. The teams from Ramco is not only from Visakhapatnam, they are from Jagayapeta also. For ports, I thank Mr. Port Management of Gangavaram Port. They are participating first time in the competition. They nominated 2 teams from this competition. And automotive sector, we are having Pinkelton as well as Yokohama ATC tires, as well as it is known as Yokohama tires. For textiles, we are having Brandix and TJ. For oil and gas, we are having GAIL. All these organizations are participating from the nook and corner of India, not only from Andhra Pradesh, Jharkhand, and Mumbai, and everything. Today, our competitions are not only limited to quality circles or 5S, the competitions are spread from the 5S, QC, LQC, Pokeyoke, Kaizen, SGA, TPM, Six Sigma, single minute exchange of dice. These are the concepts developed by the Japan, and we are implementing, because by implementing all the organizations, learning each other is possible. I request all the delegates to see the presentations and learn from these present improvements in their respective organizations. Now, after completing at the same time, we are conducting various competitions like quiz competition, poster, poem, and crosswords, puzzles, and other cultural activities. After that, we are having tomorrow afternoon from 3:30 p.m. onwards valedictory function. Please participate actively and make this function a grand success. I thank the management of VSP, particularly the departments of HRD, Town Administration, Corporate Communications, Hospitality of RINL for extending their support to conduct this event at Ukkanagaram Club. I also thank the Ukkanagaram Club committee for doing a great job for supporting us in one way or other way. I wish a grand success of this event. I request all the delegates to utilize this opportunity for the next 2 days, in these 2 days. Thank you. Thank you, Honorable.
Thank you, sir, for briefing the convention. We have 2 eminent guests of honors today for our function. It is a proud privilege to introduce Shri B. Prahalad Reddy Garu, Executive Vice President, ATC Tyres AP Private Limited, Visakhapatnam, a group company of Yokohama Off-Highway Tires, Japan. He has joined Yokohama from MRF, where he was responsible for plant operation of MRF's Kottayam plant, manufacturing bias tires and butyl rubber tubes. Prior to MRF, he has worked with Andhra Sinter Limited. In his vast experience of 32 years, he has gained exposure in manufacturing, engineering, project management, business strategy development, corporate governance, risk analysis mitigation, and continuous improvement. I request guest of honor Shri B. Prahalad Reddy Garu to kindly share some words of wisdom with us. Please.
Good morning to all distinguished guests, respected dignitaries, and dear participants. I once again welcome all of you for this QCFI Vizag chapter. It is indeed an honor and privilege to be here today as a guest of honor at 24th Chapter Convention on Quality Concepts, organized by Quality Circle Forum of India, Vizag chapter. I would like to extend my sincere gratitude to the organizing committee for giving me this opportunity to address such an esteemed gathering. And I was totally impressed with the caption. What we are talking about today is the investing in people, building a better future. That is we are very closely connected with the caption what Vizag chapter has been provided this year. It is really, whatever you do, today's scenario, people are the key. You may be having technologies, you may be having a better factories and a better, infrastructure, but unless otherwise people are getting developed, you will not get the required, desired output from any of these organizations. The events like CCQC are pivotal in fostering a culture of quality within organizations. This platform allows us to come together, exchange knowledge, and learn from each other's successes and challenges. That's what our predecessor, Mr. Gandhi, was talking about. The focus on quality control circle and quality improvement processes is not just an academic exercise. It plays a crucial role in shaping our industries and economies by improving efficiencies, reducing costs, and enhancing customer satisfaction. Ultimately, whatever you do, it should be definitely satisfying the customers. Some of the key points I would like to share: the benefits what we have seen in our Yokohama tire plant. It promotes employee involvement, yes. Quality control circles encourages bottom-up participation. When employees at all levels are engaged in problem solving, they feel empowered and are motivated to continue to the continuous improvement of processes. This leads to a greater ownership of the outcomes. Involvement level improved as a 40% on QCC concept itself from inception of the plant. We just started 2.5 years back, we've started this plant operations. Around 40% people are now getting involved in QCC concepts. The foster teamwork, that is very important for any organization. QCC build a strong culture of teamwork. Employees from different departments come together to solve common issues, sharing their diverse perspectives. This collaboration not only improves the quality of solutions, but also strengthens workplace relationships. It drives a continuous improvement. The philosophy of QCC is rooted in Kaizens, or a continuous improvement in a rapidly changing business environment. Organization must continuously evolve, adapt, and innovate. QCC ensures that we remain proactive in identifying areas of improvement. Whether it is a product quality, process efficiency, or customer satisfaction, everywhere this can be applied. Also, it enhances the problem-solving skills. Through regular meetings, trainings, and discussions, QCC members develop a strong problem-solving skills. These skills are transferable, benefiting both organization and employees. That the personal development of employees. It improves productivity and reduces waste. By addressing root cause of issues, QCC lead to reduced wastage of resources, be in time, material, or human efforts. This focus on efficiency not only boosts productivity, but also contributes to environmental sustainability. Today, everybody talks about the sustainability on environment. The value of knowledge sharing. This convention provides a unique platform for sharing best practices and case studies of successful quality circles. It is through such knowledge sharing initiatives that organizations learn from each other and raise the overall quality standards in the industry. As we gather here today, I encourage all of you to actively participate in the discussions, workshops, and presentations. Let's leverage the collective expertise in this room to not only enhance our understanding of quality, but also drives impactful changes in our respective organizations. Once again, I thank the organizing committee and the organizations who have sent their representatives here for this a great occasion. And thanks for giving me the opportunity. I look forward to with engaging with all of you during the convention. Hope that the learning from this event will serve as a catalyst for continuous improvement in all our endeavors. Together, let us strive for excellence in quality, as it is a cornerstone of organizational success. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir, for the insightful and inspiring talk. Your words have undoubtedly broadened our perspectives and reinforced the significance of quality in all aspects of our work. As you pointed rightly out, we should learn from each other's success and strive for continuous improvement, and this platform is the right place to attain it. As we move forward, let us keep these thoughts at the forefront of our discussions and initiatives. Moving forward, it is a proud privilege to introduce now Our guest of honor, Shri Katta Ravi Chandar Garu, Director Quality Operation, Pfizer Visakhapatnam. Shri K. Ravi Chandar Garu is a microbiologist with over 23 years of experience in quality control, quality assurance, and compliance, having worked with companies such as Gland Pharma, Bharat Biotech, Indian Immunologicals, and Milan Laboratories. Since 2013, he has been associated with Pfizer Visakhapatnam site and held various quality functions with increasing responsibilities. In July 2022, he was elevated to the role of Site Quality Operations Leader, heading the quality function of Pfizer Visakhapatnam. He is certified trainer on problem-solving decision-making by Kepner-Trego and has been instrumental in developing problem-solving and continuous improvement skills and capabilities of colleagues at the site. I request Shri K. Ravi Chandra sir to deliver his address on this occasion. Please.
Thank you and good morning. First, I would like to welcome the dignitaries sitting here on the stage, and I would also like to welcome the big family of QCFI Vizag chapter. I thought the chapter is only limited to Vizag, but as I was listening to that, right, I understood the wings have gone up to even Port Blair, and it even went beyond, some extent touching even Rayalaseema, Prakasham and Ongole district. So I would like to welcome you all to the QCFI Vizag, Vizag chapter's 24th annual convention. So, I'm honored to hear to be part of a validatory function here. So when I looked at what was my association with QCFI, my association has been very short, relatively very short. I've been associated with QCFI from 2023. I would like to give the credit to Sagar Garu for that actually. So I've been associated from 2023. For the first time in 2023, I attended QCFI Vizag chapter annual convention. That has given me a lot of motivation, in terms of how do we do things in a different way, and learning so far, several other things actually. So then, as we say, right, the first impressions last most lasting. So that's where it also has a profound impact on my journey in terms of continuous improvement. So then once we finished that, I still remember the last year 2023 event, which was more energetic, and at the same time, enthusiasm what was shown. I still remember the skit, a safety skit, which was performed on the last day here, and it was more fun at the same time, learning and opportunity. So that I vividly remember that skits and what being performed here. So taking the spirit of 2023 event, I went back to my organization, and I've been advocating my organization to be part of QCFI. And today I'm very happy to announce that we are lifetime members for QCFI Vizag chapter. And then just before coming to the stage, Sagar was also saying that we are not just we were inspired from the program, but there are many people who inspired from Pfizer being QCFI. Now there are a lot of pharma companies which are being participating QCFI programs actually. So that's really very motivating for us as well. So that's a spirit, that's the energy what I gained from 2023, right? So then when I heard about this year program, I was even excited more. This time I said, I don't want to be more on just an observer, but I said to my team, we would like to be participating. When I say participating, we would like to be a competitor in those programs. So that's where, this year we also, from an observer, and we are transforming ourselves with a continuous improvement mindset, being participating. And then we have a couple of areas, where we're participating today. For us, it's not about winning or losing, but it's more about, ensuring that we continue to learn, and then improve our continuous improvement mindset and journey. So that's what we are looking at it. So that's from an organization. And I'm really excited about this program today after listening. There are 35 plus organizations which are being there, 600 plus participants from various different organizations. Look at together, what we bring to the table. When I say table, to this forum, right? So we have industries from fertilizer, we have industries from pharma, cement, naval, everybody, doing their best in their industry, but we are all silos. But this is the platform where it gives us, sharing and learning. So that's what, we talk about sharing is caring. When I say, we care by sharing, we just not just care about ourselves, we also care about environment, society, industry, at a large as a nation. So that's what, excites me for this year 2024 QCFI chapter program. And I'm sure, looking at, I read the agenda and looking at the way the things have been organized, I'm sure this is going to be a great event. And I believe, we are going to spend the next 2 days of our life, next 2 days of this chapter is going to be more enthusiasm and more energy and more learnings what will bring it together. So with that, I would like to wish you all the best for your participation, and I would like to thank QCFI, for giving me this opportunity to be part of this program and being, participating in this program. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir, for your insightful and inspiring words. Your expertise and thoughts have certainly provided us with a fresh perspective and a lot of food for thought as we continue our journey towards quality excellence. Now I request Shri M.E.C.V. Sagar Garu to present a memento to our guest of honor, Shri B. Prahlad Reddy Garu. Thank you, sir. I request Shri M.S. Srinivas Garu to present a memento to our guest of honor, Shri K. Ravi Chandra Garu. Thank you, sir. Now I request for a group photo of all the dignitaries on the stage. Remembering the thought, excellence is not a destination. It is a continuous journey that never ends. Our collective commitment to continuous improvement and quality is what truly drives success. With this spirit in mind, I request Shri D. Srinivas Rao, GM Quality Assurance, Hindustan Shipyard Limited, to propose formal vote of thanks. Thank you.
Good morning, all. On behalf of QCFA Visakhapatnam chapter, we thank the guests of honor, Sri B. Prahlad Reddy Garu, Executive Vice President, Operations and Plant Head, ATC Tires of AP Private Limited, Yokohama Tires, Sri Katta Ravi Chandar, Director, Quality Operations, Pfizer, Visakhapatnam. We also thank all the organizations for sending their teams in huge number. Today, 129 teams are participating in this chapter convention with 660 participants. And we thank all delegates, advisors, and all governing council members of QCFI Visakhapatnam chapter. We thank volunteers for making the function a grand success. We thank Corporate Communications Department, Press and Media. Finally, we thank RINL for providing the beautiful venue along with the halls for conducting the mega event. I request all the delegates and participants to stay back for the seminar. Immediately after this, Sri Imtiaz Ahmad will deliver the keynote address. Thank you once and again. Thank you one and all. Now I request Mr. Imtiaz Ahmad to continue for his keynote address. All other dignitaries can come down. Thank you.
Yeah, you can introduce. And PowerPoint you can put there.
I'll organize it. Introduce yourself.
Excellent, excellent.
As we embark on our convention seminar, this year the focus is on the theme Investing in People, Building a Better Future. This theme underscores the significance of human capital in driving excellence and sustainable growth through quality improvements. By investing in people, QCFI believes organizations can unlock their full potential, enhance productivity, and continue to a brighter, more sustainable future. We are honored to have a distinguished guest speaker with us today. It is my privilege to introduce Shri Imtiaz Arshad Garu, CGM Skill Development, HPCL CEO and Secretary, Skill Development Institute, Visakhapatnam. He has graduated in Mechanical Engineering and MBA in Marketing. He has a vast 35 years of exposure in oil and gas downstream marketings in different capabilities such as LPG plant manager, zonal HR head, head productivity initiatives, HPCL and head cross-country LPG pipeline project, etc. Being a certified project management professional and certified Lean Six Sigma Black Belt, he has executed Lean Six Sigma projects at over 150 locations across India. Productivity initiatives have earned him recognition from several prominent organizations, and a case study is published at IIM Calcutta for Utkarsh in Operation Management and Change Management domain. Without further ado, I invite Shri Imtiaz Arshad Garu to share his invaluable knowledge and experience with us. Please, sir.
Thank you so much for the opportunity, and a very warm good morning to all of you. Participants, I am not able to hear. The team who have come from far off places, good morning. Now it is better. I hope we sustain this energy throughout this 30 minutes of presentation, which essentially is celebration of what you are doing today. The theme is extremely close to my heart, which is about investing in people. My journey has already been read by ma'am. I will just take it further from there. The presentation will run like that. I am from Skill Development Institute, from Hindustan Petroleum, and this is how the presentation will flow. Since it is quality, since it is concept, and since it is a quality circle, everything is having quality word, we will start with what quality is, and then we will go forward with some case studies. I have seen around 33 teams, 661 people, tremendous, and 133 teams, 33 organizations. I'll just share one part of what I was part of that process with the audience and celebrate what they have done, and I'm sure you can do much, much more. This is how a presentation will flow. First of all, what is quality? It's no brainer, everybody knows it. Only thing, quality has changed over the years. Earlier it was conformance to a specification, conformance to requirement, conformance to customer. For what? For customer. Now the customer ke baad there is something called user. You buy a toy, who buys? Parent. Who uses? Kid. Both are important. Otherwise, sustainability will not come. So these are different ways and directions which it has undertaken. Go for jewelry shop, who purchase? And who uses? Anything. So now the focus also has to be on user. At the same time, we should not lose focus on the payer. Now many times it can be dichotomy, and that is our current challenge in customers. A voice of customer, all these are tools which I'm sure this team is knowing. Just to start, last aspect is quality is what a customer wants. Again, customer who pays. Again, customer who uses. Not what company thinks. The voice of business is and will always be subordinate to voice of customer. Now let us start with this context. These are the various theories, gurus. It starts from, as far as modern quality is concerned, Schwarz was great in propounding this statistical process control. You do that, 70% of problem is over. I won't go too much technical into it, but that's what essentially quality circle people do. Whatever is beyond control limit is essentially a man-related issues. Essentially. And resolve that snake. It's a discipline related, also management related. And this is how the journey has come. Taguchi, Pareto, Deming, all these great folks, they have done. One thing you must find common. It is about people. Involvement of people. Empowerment of people. Encouragement of people. But how people can be encouraged, empowered, that is the question. Leadership is sitting here, so it is easy for me to talk. All these flow, that is my experience, start from top, the conviction of top. When I say conviction of top, change is very painful. All of you know who are operating on the ground and who have been part of this quality. That pain has to absorb by top management as well as by the floor. But before floor, that pain has to be absorbed by top management. That is my experience. Now, when I get cylinder, now this is what our Kano has told. Quality is not about meeting requirement. It is about attracting customer. Attracting means give customer more for whatever they pay. Why? Because a simple equation. If value is more than price, customer will buy. Simple. Customers should get more value than what he is paying for. Sensor is that side? Okay, okay. Now, it is the perception. Now, what is quality? Is it real? Is it perception? Is it both? Here is the catch. Quality is also perception. We buy Sony when it is compared with LG. Why? We buy Bosch when it is compared with some other product. Why? Both are serving the same requirement. So it is a perception. How that perception is done. Branding. How branding is done. Continuous achievement of quality over a period of time by which you give value more than what customer pays. That is what is about perception. To broadly put to our group of people who appear to be mostly from process industry and manufacturing industry. Give more than what is required to be. And here the concept of Six Sigma comes, which says you must give much more than what you are required to give. Broadly put, must be within a spec, not only within a spec. Your defect should not be 3 out of a million. The quality at the end gets into accuracy. Quality in the beginning is about waste management, reducing time, idling, various other facts in the process, inventory. That is how quality is. Now, how do we do what we do and what shall we do? This is one case I have taken. India is today now a developing economy, 5th. But is a matter of rejoicing? I think we have to really go very, a big waiting is for us because we are 136th in the ranking of per capita. What does it mean? Our normal citizens are not as, the standard of living is not as good as it should be. And that is the gap. Shall we reach at this, look at this gap? That is what we need to have. We can have either things. We can either gloat that we are 5th largest economy, or we can say that we have long way to go. We are hardly $2,500. It is already PPP is done. And this, you look at the other countries, almost 20 times less, 30 times less. Forget, let us reach, say China, 11,000. Let's reach there. Let us reach 10,000. Let us reach 8,000. That is also a gap. How to do that? That is the question. India is doing that. India is doing all whatever it can to get into better. Now this is what is about we need to do. We need to invest in people. Question is how to invest in people. First of all, whether it be this gap is surmountable, whether we can manage this gap. I want to ask any audience somewhere who was participating in the program, can it be surmounted? Can this gap be filled up? Can we move from $2,500 a year to 10,000? I didn't hear. Wonderful. We surely will. That is on your will, and you are the people who are going to drive it for our best in whatever we do. Just to put a quote, this manzil is very far, but what it is? हौसला है तो फासला क्या है? You operate from there. Yeah. Operate karo there. Now these are the business challenges of VUCA. It is volatile, it is uncertain, it is complex, and it is ambiguous. If it is so easy the way I am talking, everybody will succeed. Everybody will be great. Everybody will be like Zuckerberg or Bill Gates and whatever. It is not as easy. But question here is how? How can we be better? How can we better? What is future? Anybody can say what is future? Again, all participants, I see 661 people, or maybe around 70, 80 people are there, 100 people are there. What is future? You can be loud, you are young. Hope. Okay, what else? Can you see hope? Then what you can do? Hard work. Wonderful. Future we can't see, we can't feel. We can't do anything about it. Nothing can be done. What we can do is put our best foot forward, that's all. And here we come in, how do we put our best foot forward? Now, look at the grandfather of whatever we are doing. That is Taylor. I think all of us must be indebted to him. He is like a god to all whatever we are talking quality and quality circle. He propounded his theory. And those theory form the basis of what we are doing today, in my opinion. Time and motion study he introduced. So science, not the rule of thumb, should be there. There should be division of labor. And he propounded 5 purposeful activity: operating, supervising, planning, research, and learning. To whatever quality circle teams are there, if we are giving these 5 elements to them, it will succeed. If we don't give them empowerment to supervise, it won't. If we don't give learning, it won't. If we don't give them opportunity to research, it won't go. My context is related with respect to the theme program, which is quality circle. And that is how I am taking this presentation forward. File is another one. Taylor talks about lower management, File talks about higher management. Both are covered. He essentially also talked the same thing, but only from the perspective of higher management. Now these are the new challenges. Means what? Automation, artificial intelligence, means what? Robotics, means what? People's job is being done by someone else, means what? Loss of job, means what? Poverty, means what? Difference in wealth distribution, means what? Unrest. Now here we are in. Whether we are going that path or whether we are taking the technology, using it for betterment. How do we do? A nice concept, a nice saying I have heard, I just read through: 50 ordinary people can be replaced by machine, but one extraordinary people cannot be replaced by machine. Let us become that one extraordinary team or extraordinary member. This is what is the solution if we want to go forward, the continuous learning. Now, who is going to invest in continuous learning? We are telling build the future and invest in people. The investment should be learning. Whenever we conduct any program, any training program, anywhere, my experience of 36 years is, almost 20 years I was in HR, difficult to get people for training. Even if we get people for training, after training when they go, implementation is the lag. Even if they want to implement, support is the lag. I'm just telling practical aspects which I have seen. It may be there in your organization, may not be there in your organization. Learning is one part, empowering and implementation learning is other part. And that is the investment in people. From organization, there will be learning curve, failure. Some money will go. There will be some dissonance in the team because everybody wants to do something. But we have to endure, because if you want any change, there will be some disruption. Now, if we want to really move, who can help? Now fat is gone. Everybody knows fat is gone. IIoT has brought pura similar kar diya. You are here or Chicago or somewhere, you can operate machine from anywhere. What operate machine? You can talk to the pressure gauge or temperature gauge sitting anywhere in the world. Of Vizag, what plant you are running. Finished. There is no need for anybody to stay here physically. It means that entire chain is straight now, right from sourcing of material to conversion of material to packaging and to finally leading it to customer. It is a chain, which is a straight chain. So if that is the technology, what we are going to do? Again, solution is only people who are manning technology. One of my previous speaker has told about it. You can have a great machine, you can have a great process, you can have great everything, but if you don't have the best people to manage, it falls apart. It doesn't work, because at the end of the day, algorithm is by the people. And basis that algorithm machine functions. People may say regenerative AI. The young guys may say regenerative AI. Fine, good. But that is also work starts from first algorithm and then it finds way forward. So people anyway are important. I will just use two case study. One to which I was associated. So I can vouch for it. I can take any call for it. We started first at our Mysore LPG plant when I was plant manager. And there our productivity was 90%. What we do, what I did, memo writing, because there are a lot of indiscipline issues. Memo writing, charge sheet, suspension and all that, we improved from 90 to 100%. If you recall 2000, some of you recall, our refill backlog used to be 15 days to 30 days, anywhere in India. You book a cylinder today, you get after 30 days or 20 days. If you recall, year 2000. Why? Because always gap, demand and supply. And we were at 90%, 100% every day, IR issues and all that. And remember, we are a PSU, and also remember that those days union was a bit heavy. What we did whatever we can do, and we failed. Royally failed. Kitna letter diya, kitna subscription kiya, how much ever discharge we did, officers, worker, everybody. Nothing happened. That was my learning point. What to do? How to do? And then somehow I got associated with the concept which all of us are talking, which is quality circle. For me, it came as a matter of no choice. And that's what I said, कौन सीखा है सिर्फ एक बातों से, सबको एक हादसा ज़रूरी है. I have failed, miserably failed in my first assignment as a plant manager. And then what we did, we had this quality circle team. That's how we worked. People from maintenance, people from safety, people from planning, people from shipping. All of us came together. You know, it is very easy to blame it on anyone else. That's what was happening. Worker will blame officer, machine is not maintained. Officer will blame worker, you don't operate it properly. Both of them will blame transporter, will blame. Blame is so easy in our culture, so easy. And that's how it went on. And then just to quote, working together is what makes a success. Lot of learning curve was there. I won't say that it was without learning curve, but the point is we reached from 100% to 120% in 1 year time. And that is huge in respect to the operation which we do. That backlog of 15 to 30 days went out, it became a week, less than a week. Those days, a week was good enough. Again, Taylor came into the picture, that was part of the design. And this slide I really love, Maslow, anybody can say, any expert can say it doesn't work, this is different. I really believe it. Physiological need, safety need, those two are not the only part, that is only 40% of it. Let them feel love and belonging, and their quality circle comes. You're belonging to a group where there is a leader. You can go and talk to a department head. You can go and talk to your chairman. I will see one of the slide when our team has presented to board of HPCA. And that belonging gives you esteem. And after this team, you just belong. You just don't wait for anybody's instruction to work and do. You do because you want to do. You do because you are happy. This was what the design we did. All of you must have done. This is another slide which I like, 0. Is it achievable? Anybody from our team, quality circle team? Is it achievable? No voice. It's coming from people who are sitting, ahead or in front. Is it achievable? 0 accident, 0 error, 0 defect, and 0 downtime. Is it achievable? Oh, good. So we have achieved nirvana. Zero here means near zero. Simple. If you are doing 10%, you reduce to 5. If you are doing 5, you reduce to 2%. If you are doing 2%, you reduce to 1%. It is again a matter of continual improvement for what we all are talking about. 5S, CASN, TPM, TPS, anything you do, anything, TQC, TQM, SMED, whatever you have, VSM, whatever, everything is talking of continual improvement towards perfection, towards perfection. And that is how, if you don't aim zero, what you will aim at? So that is how zero has come here. It is about people involvement. This is the project which we did in 2008 across India on quality circle through Lean Six Sigma methodology. Essentially, I will say quality circle, because other things are just appended to make it little attractive, to make it little sellable. I will say, having implemented, I can fairly say. It was essentially a quality circle of people. Now you know that culture is different in South, in Calcutta. Calcutta mein to hobe na. Whatever you tell them, time pe aana hai, hobe na. और उसके बाद कुछ बोलिएगा तो बोलेगा कोरबे ना. Something, anyway, I am no, not from Calcutta, just whatever I heard, कोरबोना. You go to Rajasthan, कैसे हो सकता है, नहीं हो सकता है. You go to Chandigarh, बहुत देखा है आपकी तरह. Every corner of the country, because we are placed there, everywhere. South was relatively easier, but then Hyderabad में साहब ये परसों हुआ करता था, आज नहीं होगा. परसों मतलब 3 years back. So it's not doable today. Everywhere cultural issues are there, and that is how. But you look at 2008-9, we had 2580. Our target in 16-17 was 5132. This was a business case when we started. Now, can anybody say if it was achieved? Anybody from teams, quality circle team? Gap is 2580 to 5132, double. Was it achieved? Any guess? Very silent team. Please. It was achieved. It was achieved. Today we are doing 7 plus. 7 million plus. And number of plants have increased only by 5. Earlier we had 46, now we have 51. Some plants are coming up. See, 2.5 has increased to 7. Yeah, of course some automation has come in between, but that portion will be 20 to 30%. 70% was improvement on time, improvement on whether breakdown time or idling time or reporting time, production rate, that is machine redesign capability, and about maintaining safe work culture. That is how it was done. You see, 0809 we were 100%, and 15-16 we went to 149% of productivity. These are some of the approaches which we used. I will just pass it through. Savings part of it is, since our company size is large, we got close to 2,600 crores of benefit and around 100 crores of OPEX every year without investing really much. What was the investment? People. Every 4 circle team were there in every productivity, safety, 5As. Those teams were there, maintenance, and 1-person team of Vizag will go and talk to Paharpur fellow, Hobena. So they used to think when Vizag worker can do, why can't we do? We didn't talk, they talked. Everywhere we use workers only as a speaker, as initiator, and as inventor. Easy. They get connected. We have lot of other issues, but done. And that is how this power of quality circle is done. Now, issue here is how do we invest? All these are science, so management ways of presenting things. I won't get there. I'll just come here. These are the people at Cherlapalli who were presenting it to our chairman, director HR, Mr. Vijay Sarthi, who is from this place. Many of you may know. Our director finance the other side, director marketing the other side. That's what happened when people presented. And once they presented, entire India took it on themselves. Why? Because they have committed. Once committed, they do, and that is our Indian culture. Issue here is bring people to commitment level, and that is a challenge for all of us. After effect, we got ahead of BPCL because of this productivity. Because in LPG marketing, you say you produce, you sell. You know, demand supply here. This case study has come up in IIM Calcutta. Just what we shared this with them, and anybody who is interested, you can go through it. It hardly costs 100 or 200 rupees because it is from IIM Calcutta, and it is exactly what you are doing today. So I can just say it is celebration of all quality circle teams and their managers, whatever they are doing today. We did in LPG. The point is, can we do in other SPU? We did in OND 2012. By 2017, there also it made success. OND was much larger, handling volume of almost 25 million ton. Here it was handling 2.5 million ton. Over across 100 locations in the country. Again, culture, those kind of issues. What is OND? Petrol truck, diesel tanker, they go to the retail outlet. That is OND supplies. That's all. Tanker is supplied to retail outlet. How OND does? They fill tanker, which they receive product from refinery or somewhere else. It is simply a packaging, but packaging of hydrocarbon. So a lot of processes are involved. Now, man-machine method is very old. Machine, method, both are function of man. That is my experience. If man is there, khatara machine go away, they can manage. If man doesn't want, you give them any best of machine, it won't come. We improved from 104 minutes of cycle time to 48 minutes of cycle time, truck in and truck out time, which in same truck now are taking 2 trips a day, 3 trips a day because of this improvement. And you know petrol product is costly. So number of trips is, revenue generation is much, much more. Safety improved. Our filling rate improved from 450 to close to around 1,200. Some debottlenecking we did, that is investment in people. Debottlenecking, 300 crore rupees we invested in debottlenecking the machine. How do you improve time when your filling rate is not good? Your pump is not adequate. Your nozzle size is not adequate. How? That is our job. And that is our investment. If we don't do this debottlenecking, that will not come beyond a point. That is the investment which we need to do in terms of enabling people to do it. Now I've just come to the last 2 slides. The question is, when people can do so much, and I'm sure you must be sharing a lot of other great solutions or great achievement everywhere. You must be doing it. If people can do it, why it is not being done in every organization and at every places? Why? I think the question is more addressed to leadership, in my opinion. Forgive me if I offend here, but I have very strongly felt that beyond a point it is about a leadership. Now leadership today, I'm not talking of PSU or these organizations, Indian context, but overall across the world, everybody is becoming greedy. Huge gap. Number of big conglomerates are very high. Big organizations are very high. Everybody is gobbling. Microsoft hardly does anything. PowerPoint किसी दूसरे से लिया उसने, YouTube कहीं उधर से पकड़ा. It's all gobbling up, and they are becoming bigger, 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 making entry barrier higher, and then who bothers for worker? Who bothers for engineers? Who bothers for people? That is a challenge today. That is a challenge today. When I went to one conference at Saudi Aramco pipeline conference, we are having an ROU. I was project in charge of Hassan Challapalli pipeline. We completed in time and cost. ROU is a concept right of use. So it goes through the people's field. When I was telling this problem to them, they said, what is ROU? For that, land is given by government. And when we do pipeline projects, you must have heard a lot of PAP. Our whole life, 24 hours is also less to resolve the issues of ROU. Those are the challenges we face. Again, it is nothing bad, nothing good, but it is contextual. If that contextual is there, who is going to resolve? People. We involve local people. We involve our employees, and they did our job of talking to villagers, talking and to mukhias, talking to BDOs, talking to collectors. They all did. We became lucky that we got such great people. During COVID time, this project got completed in 3 years, which is maybe very few among PSU. I don't have that data, but in oil industry, that was the only project which got completed in time and cost during COVID period, all 3 phases of COVID. Who did? People. Now, how to involve them? These are some of the thoughts which I thought I'll share with you. Empathy. Enabler, empowering. Is it that easy? Now, enabler is everybody. Worker has to enable contract labor. Technician has to enable worker. Officer has to enable technician. Manager has to enable electrician, officer. And someone above, general manager has to enable. It is not that general manager has to go and talk to the worker. It is a cycle. Can we do it? If we can do it, leadership will be very accommodative, empowering, empathy. Empathy again is a big word, which means be vulnerable. Be vulnerable, go to the person who is not having means and do something about it. No great science, everybody knows. The beauty lies in implementation, and there huge resistance may come from various levels. What if system doesn't support? I just put this slide as a last slide. If team doesn't support, leadership doesn't support, my work doesn't, what to do? Shall we leave it like that? As an individual, I am in my control. Can I do anything? My thought came here. People don't support, organization don't support, nobody supports. What shall I do? Improve yourself, enhance capability. That is what we need to do. Covey has said, only 2 things I will take. Be proactive, try from your end, change your perception, not very difficult, and think win-win. You will never win against anybody if you are in win-lose mode. One time you will win, next time nobody will have that interaction with you. Nobody is fool here, whether it is Chaprasi or whether it is chairman. Everybody is intelligent. सब्जी वाला भी इंटेलिजेंट है. तो अगर हम किसी को फूल करेंगे कभी सॉल्यूशन नहीं आएगा. विन विन इज द बेस. अगेन दैट इज अ बिग डील. And if suppose still we can't do it, we need to motivate ourselves. And that was few lines is from my side. तू अपनी खूबियां ढूंढ, कमियां निकालने के लिए लोग हैं ना. कदम रखना है तो आगे रख, पीछे करने के लिए तो लोग हैं ना. सपने देखना है तो ऊंचे देख, नीचे गिराने के लिए तो लोग हैं ना. और अपने अंदर की जुनून की चिंगारी भड़का, जलने के लिए तो लोग हैं ना. What you can control is you. As a leader, you invest. As a general manager, you invest. As a worker, you invest. If nothing works, work on yourself. You are going to append and add value to yourself. Then only future can be built. Future cannot be built on a routine kind of performance from employees, whether it's leader, whether it is worker. Everybody goes through this process. You feel bad, sad. Everybody, top management also sometimes you fail, lower people. Either you can cry and you can make your destiny. लकीरें अपने हाथों के बनाना हमको आता है, वो और कोई होंगे जो अपनी किस्मत पे रोते हैं. और एक शेर जो मैंने कल शाम देखा था, जस्ट आई थॉट आई विल शेयर विद यू. हवा की ओट में भी चिराग जलता है. यू नो ना, ब्रीज लैम्प डज वर्क. हवा की ओट में भी चिराग जलता है. यकी है तो रास्ता निकलता है. have self-belief, invest and invest in people. People are capex, not opex. Depreciation you get, add that depreciation with training, development, learning. Otherwise value will reduce, at one time book value will be zero. It is a diminishing value. People are diminishing value, both as a self or as a leader. If you don't improve, don't make them capable, don't empower them, don't bring them new machine, don't implement their ideas, values are going to be reducing. Simple. CAPEX formula everybody knows, IRR everybody knows, net present value everybody knows, because that is what we keep doing day in and day out. People are CAPEX, not OPEX. They are not to be used and kept aside. They are to be used for betterment of future. Why? Because no single person is God. You got lot of ideas from the people. One idea which I can just share is we have got check weighing machine. Capacity was 1200, 3 seconds per cylinder. One of worker got the idea. 1.2 seconds inside coming, 1.2 seconds outside, 0.6 second is testing. People say invest in testing. Worker said no. It is only 0.6 seconds. You make 1.2 to 0.6 seconds. Faster. Out also faster. From 1200 our capacity became 1800. That person is Janardhan, which is from Charlapalli LPG plant. I am proud to tell his name today here. And whatever I saw, 50%, 60%, was his idea, essentially his idea. Lot many such workers are existing in us. Why can't we really invest in them and provide them the motivation? That fellow became guru for entire country. Not only him, people like him, 30, 40 people across the country. And I can't end without quoting Iqbal, खुदी को कर बुलंद इतना कि हर तकदीर से पहले खुदा बंदों से खुद पूछे बता तेरी रजा क्या है. Nothing can be better than the theme what we have, invest in people and build the future. He's talking of future. God is asking you, you tell me what you want after 5 years, what you want after 10 years. God is asking you. Why? खुदी को कर बुलंद इतना. Make yourself so great, developed, learned, all those kind, learn things, skill up, so that God asks you, what do you want? I will give you. And that is what is investing in people, building future. Because future may, who can help? God. All of us are Indian and we believe him. But how? Through people. There is no intermediary, sir. Nothing else can work. And that is why I'll just end my this. If you want for a year, cultivate flowers. If you want result in 10 years, tree. And if you want eternity, you need to cultivate people, because they are the arbiter of our fate and destiny. Thank you so much for your kind and patience, sir.
Thank you, sir, for providing us with a wealth of knowledge and innovative ideas that we can incorporate into our quality circles. The message, quality is about creating value by continuous improvement, and we need to learn from our failures to achieve success, is a guiding principle that we can apply in our own circles to drive continuous improvement and achieve excellence. Now I request our Honorable Chairman, QCFI Vizag Chapter, Shri G. Gandhi Sir, to present a memento to our guest speaker for the convention seminar, Shri Imtiaz Arshad Garu. Thank you, sir.
Shilpi Sharma, she very ably covered the entire program by excellent coverage. I request our chairman, Gandhi Garu to give a rosebud.
Shilpi has done a great job, and thanks to Banu Madam for suggesting her, and I am grateful to the QATD HOD. Next, high tea at backside. All the judges and dignitaries, please join, and all the delegates and others, please join at tea at outside provided. And after this, please start the convention competition at 7 halls. I think everywhere it is mentioned. Our judges will join very shortly. Sir.
The presentations will start at 11:15 a.m. The participants are requested to be at their respective halls before 11:15 a.m. Thank you.
So I remind all the teams to submit your knowledge test 1 question paper, the answer sheet. Please submit the answer sheet at the registration counter. 11 o'clock is the end point of time to submit the answer sheet. Please remember to submit the answer sheet before you proceed for the case study presentation. Thank you.
Backup synchronization between afloat and its support centers. Repeated polishing by which ship schedule is non-material. Then we have set our clear goal and objective. Our objective is to arrive river ease of.
Hi sir. We also prepared a paragraph. Here you could clearly find out that mission and the method are the vital causes which needs a solution, and the rest are the useful many. Coming to the step 6, finding out the root causes. To find out the root causes, we need a vibration for the main heads of mission and method. For the machine, vibration as follows.
Why?
Due to breakage of the edges of carbon brushes.
Why?
Due to improvisation, our team members identified 10 main root causes which are mainly affecting the problem as shown on this slide.
Coming to step 7, data analysis. A check sheet is prepared for the data collection after data was stratified as shown on the slide. This is the defective components was data we have collected, and the here was the defective.
This is to avoid errors in action phase. We simulated the jig to onboard condition in front of higher management and our team members.
October 2022 to September 2023, and the collected data is shown on the slide. From the collected data, members have identified that a delay of 240 and 36 man days were front end. Have identified that a major delay of 240 man days has been taking place in final checks of AK630 guns. Further, the team has carried out wave analysis technique to find the causes for delay, the root cause for the problem. Data analysis. To identify the magnitude of root causes, team has carried out data analysis. During data analysis, members are further categorized the earlier collected data by using stratification of data, and the stratified data is shown on the slide. From the
So we are analyzing in depth what is the maximum issue we got. So you can see that average dispatch waiting time in the queuing line and the obstacle time in the passing line, it is more. It is because 24 minutes per each trip. It is going 50 minutes, 50 to 24, it will take the whole shift. It is very, and so all the issues we gathered, we have to develop a solution for the root causes. So what happened when we don't have a lack of ownership to the operators, because nobody is ready to operate the AMR, because the handling is very difficult. They are already having another work to do. So what we did, we created SOP, who have to do the work and who have to do the unhooking part. So as per it goes to 0%, we can't use it more, it is get discharged. So what we did, we given an alert for the battery system. When it reaches 15%, it will automatically give an alert. We have to check system to identify the AMR. And AMR hitting with trolleys while taking turn, because the distance between the AMR and the trolley is very less. So what we extended the bracket system, so that while turning, it will not hit the trolley. And the operator doing wrong recovery for the AMR, because all the change the mapping opposite direction, which we will explain in the upcoming slide. Probable resistance, so whatever the
whatever the cost benefit, your finance team is approved. Your finance team is approved.
Sir,
accounts are nice.
Sir, this we have
while you are prioritizing the problems, see most of the variable the example. Your team is aware of that, so you may be able to identify the problem while saying the statement. But when this same statement is being referred by somebody, when they are able to, when they are going through that, we cannot get into the actual problem. And most of them, these are perception based. So,
analysis has been done to brainstorming 4W1 heads and data collection. During 4W1 heads, the following questions arise. What is the problem?
Inaccessibility to replace the damaged pressure turbine over speed.
Which are mainly divided into man, method, material and machine. On finding of the sub-process, we found out that there are no proper jigs and fixtures which are available on board that falls under the method category.
Issues. 54 were
Yes.
out of those 54 you have identified these.
Again we have done, because all are not major problems, madam. Again we have done brainstorming and we took out the major things. Then we took out the 21 major processes. Out of this 21,
10 weeks you have taken for only replacement. So after that?
if it is replacement of PT9, it takes 10 weeks. But what happens, since it is done on board, we need to...
So if the offset is there, keeping the more than the specification, no, the pressure will be, for example, spec 0.1, it will be 1.2 and 1.3. Then tire will be, GT will be high. That is only, but interlock we are not adding. Just what they have done, we are showing here. That already we are giving the guidance in the plan.
Achha, this is, we are seeing this Ramayana nowadays, it's coming in Gemini TV, no? Ramayana is coming. See, that Lakshmana wants to release the, what is it called, Agni, some, Brahmastra, which is equivalent to our now Brahmos.
Yes, sir.
In the defense, it is being used, that is Brahmos. And he is waiting for the system only the this display only one we purchase only our system because this size, because of this size. Rest all we prefer, including the hardware also. This cabinet right now also we done. And simply we print out. And antenna analysis also, this is the this is the signal sensor, now this is the difference, and this is the model.
4 jumpers, so that is the drivers, SFD, FD, these are getting more power, sir. So when we are stopping that power, that drivers, so we are getting the 50.54 kilowatts per hour. So that is the calculated for based on 2023-24 hours. And this is for magnet the mill. So we are getting the 26,60,000 mill. So like that, badminton also based.
से रातों को रोशन करते हैं, हम जमशेदपुर वासियों को 128 MVA मैक्सिमम डिमांड, 4% TNT लॉस और 99.9% रिलायबिलिटी के साथ पावर सप्लाई करते हैं, जो बेंचमार्क इन दी कंट्री है। इतना ही नहीं, स्टेडियम, एयरपोर्ट, MTMS, टाटा मेन हॉस्पिटल जैसे क्रिटिकल जगह पर मेंटेनेंस का कार्य भी करते हैं।
आइडेंटिफाई किया और उसे ABC के माध्यम से कैटेगराइज किया। टाइप ए में 36 प्रॉब्लम ऐसे निकल कर आए जो स्वयं अपनी टीम की मदद से इसे हम सॉल्व कर सकते थे। इतना ही हमने डिविजनल KPI PQCDMR से जब हम लोगों ने लिंक किया
375.600 while doing the depurification we found 21 volts and it is that fluctuating is from 0 to 25 volts. Upstream and downstream TLPs, and there we found 5 volts and 6 volts respectively. So the objective of our problem is to identify, analyze and mitigate or reduce the abnormal AC external corrosion, and further the pipeline may leak or rupture. So in order to
Wait.